Hey everybody. So after yesterday's posts, I'm getting a lot of questions from people about how I know my reality is real and how I can help them understand it's real when they're experiencing and that sort of thing. And a lot of people who have come out and said like, you need help and this isn't real and all of this stuff. So first of all, I like to ask people questions to get them thinking. And so I'm going to ask a lot of questions here to help people understand if it's real for them, how I experience that it's real, and to just give the questions to the other side who thinks I'm crazy and say, if you can answer this, I'm willing to listen. So let's just start. How is it that the brain knows that there's trash behind a tree when a fairy tells you there's trash behind a tree off a trail 20 feet into the distance, a big tree? There's no way you could actually see anything behind that tree. It's in the leaf litter. And they tell you what it is: a bottle, a piece of paper, a wrapper, whatever. How is it the brain is able to know that? It's not. How, if you can explain that to me, I'm willing to listen. How is it that you're sitting there talking to a mermaid by a lake and she tells you, in that exact location, I'm going to make a fish jump, and she jumps in and swims over and makes the fish jump? And then you go, well, I don't know, maybe that was my mind. And then she goes, okay, I'll do it in that location. And she jumps over to that exact location, swims, and makes a fish jump. How does the brain know the fish are going to jump? It doesn't. There's no sign, there's no trigger to bring that knowing. How does the brain know to go to a specific beach, to go walk 3 miles plus down the beach to a specific area that your guides are telling you to go to, because you are going to find some of the most beautiful shells and things you've ever found on this trip? How does the brain know that? It doesn't. How does the brain know that when, say, I had a trip where galactics were kind of pointing me around different places telepathically, and I needed gas. As a rule, I don't go to Marathon. Marathon is a station I always have trouble with. So I needed gas, and I was running really low, and there was a Marathon, and I heard my galactic guide say, no, go 3x miles down the road. There is a speedway there. And I went, okay. I looked at my mileage, and I went the exact mileage, and there was a speedway there. How does my brain know that? How does my brain know that? Let's see, what's another one? Camping sites. How does my brain know that when I'm in the middle of a state forest or a national forest, or just very deep woodland areas that I've never ever been to? How does my brain know, turn left, turn right, turn left, go straight, turn left, turn right? That's the most beautiful perfect camping spot you're gonna find. And if I listen to it, I find it. How does my brain know that? It doesn't. It can't. There's no possible way. That information isn't even anywhere when it comes to dispersed camping types of things. Or just like general areas to camp. So how does my brain know that? It just doesn't. How does my brain know that a future event is going to occur and then it happens? How does that happen? How is that just my brain doing that? How is it that I can work with so many clients and validate exactly what they're saying and give them information that comes true and tell them things that I can't possibly know about them from their childhood, from their experiences with galactics, from their experiences with fairies, because those beings are telling me and showing me what happened. How does my brain know that? How does my brain know what somebody else experienced and was able to experience? It doesn't. How does my brain know that? What else? I'm kind of running out of questions here with some of my experiences. So, here's one. How does my brain, I was in Key West a little while ago. How does my brain know I need to go down this road, go for a walk down this area, go over here, there's the ocean. I need to step out into the ocean, and not an ocean, but like a bay full of mangroves, full of rocks, not a space to walk in, hard to walk in, hurts your feet, but told, walk out there, you're going to see something beautiful and awesome. And I'm like, no, I don't want to. And my guides are like, but if you do, you're going to see something beautiful and awesome. And I walk out there, and I'm walking down a path, and I'm going down the path that I've chosen, that my brain has chosen. And then I hear, don't go that way, go this way. And they show me a different path, and I go, okay. And I walk down that path, and I run into a live hermit crab doing its thing. Massive, massive hermit crab doing its thing and letting me watch it. Walk right up to it, just standing there right beside my feet, digging through dirt. How does my brain know it was there? How does my brain know that when I came back into that space to go to that, where it was next, the next location that hermit crab was, they pointed, they're like, go over there, it's over there. To go there, to follow it in, and then to see something jump off the shore that was a mermaid that had left a crab claw by my shoes. That was obviously by my shoes. There's no way I would have missed it putting my shoes down. How does my brain know where the hermit crab is now at and to follow it and all that? How does my brain know that? It doesn't. How does the brain know that somebody's dog is dying? I had a client whose dog was dying, and they came through. I was talking to them, and at the end of a session, the dog came through and started talking to them. And I'm telling them, like, do you have a dog that's like sick? How does my brain know that? It doesn't know that. It doesn't know. I didn't even know they had a dog. Like, those are the types of things that help you prove this is real, especially the validation from the community. That's the biggest thing. Get validation from others that believe in this stuff. If you're somebody who's experiencing this, don't look for validation in those who don't believe. You're not going to find it. You're not going to find validation in the people that are stuck in religious programming, or validation in the people who are stuck in fear, thinking that there's something wrong with you. You're not going to find validation in others who are out to control you and keep you from waking because they know you're going to break free. You're not going to find validation from the institutions we have. You're not going to find validation from families who don't want to understand that you're different than them. You're not going to find validation in friends who see you as, changing. They're changing is what I would hear. They're different now. You're not going to find validation in those spaces. You're going to find validation by finding those who are like you and talking about your experiences to them, and seeing that you're not the only ones experiencing this, and that it's not just the brain, and that science does have a lot of proof for this, and that even our own government has programs to study this because they know it's real, and yet still people want to argue with it. And that's all public record. The programs they've had, that they still have studying this stuff, the science that's out there, you can read all about it. This is real. If you can answer the how my brain works and is able to predict all this stuff and tell what's going on in other people's lives, I'm happy to listen to it. Until then, everything I experience is real. And if you're experiencing too, that's how I know it's real, because I can validate it through other people. I love you all. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Have a beautiful day.